Hi, everybody. Today, I just wanted to generally speak about the experiences and the emotions or the journey that I've been through in the past 3 years that I've completed Vipassana. I did it in 2022, and we're sitting in 2025, and I'd done it around this time only, which was Jan and Feb. I remember I was there for Republic Day, so yeah, we are kind of in the same space right now. Um, this video is actually more of just chit chatting with you. It's not so much about telling anybody why Vipassana should be done or what were the gains and anything like that. It's more of a just general sharing because I really feel that in life, all of us are fellow travelers, and it's such a good idea to keep sharing one's stories, so that the others can imbibe from them, learn from them, and maybe at times also get a little relieved by listening to them, because the more stories I'm listening to, especially the ones that are spoken with honesty and vulnerability, are the ones that I learn the most from, especially from people that I really look up to, because then it makes it human, it makes them human. Because at the end of the day, I think we're all looking from our own lenses, and we tend to also place people in pedestals that are actually generated from our own lens. What we think success looks like, what we think happiness looks like, so all this and a lot of other things are what I've been holding space for. And it's not come easy. It's always, everything comes at a price, and when I say price, it's not a bad thing. You always have to exchange something to get something. That's just the law of nature, and which is okay, and I'm only thankful for it. But today I think what I want to speak about is how my turning 40 coincided with my practice of Vipassana. And for those of you who will be interested to know, I have been meditating since then. It's actually been now more than 4 years. I had started meditating, in fact, before Vipassana, before I enrolled myself for the Vipassana program. And but yes, it's only become stronger. And does that mean that I do Vipassana meditation every day for 2 hours? No, I don't. And maybe just 2 years, up till 2 years ago, when I had completed 1 year of Vipassana, I would have really felt bad about it also, that I don't. But that's what I'm saying. I'm going to hit 44 years, and turning closer to my mid 40s, I'm also realizing that I don't owe anybody any explanation at all. Is this what being 40s is about? Is this coinciding with my having done Vipassana? I wouldn't know. I will never know. Right? So I can go on making stories and finding logic in it, but I think in these things, there is no logic, right? It is just what it is in the moment, And in this moment today, what I would like to share with you is the fact that I think I'm getting closer to becoming who I actually am. And truth be told, up till now, including the time after Vipassana. So let me backtrack a bit. For those of you who haven't seen my previous videos on Vipassana, when Vipassana practice was undertaken by me and I came back, I think for the next 2 years, my life was like I mean, there was a freight train that hit me in my solar plexus, Like I was hit with I can't explain what happened after that. I mean, I think I disintegrated to a level where I thought I've lost myself forever. I've entered the darkest of the dark spaces that I ever could have. And I thought there was no way of coming back. Only realizing maybe last year when another event happened, it's just relentless life. And then I feel, is it relentless because I am willing to continuously grow and better myself? That's also another concept I'm exploring these days. The so called steady life that people have, is it also coming out of a place of not wanting to take any risks, maybe being completely okay with the crap that you are in, and you choose that crap, and because it's comfortable, because it's safe, you make it or you pronounce it happiness, whereas it's not, and you know it deep down, but you're not even willing to go inside yourself to admit to it, let alone do something about it. So in that case, those set of people will look like people who've got it together or are steady, right? That's not my definition at all. I am a person who is bettering herself every day, and when I do that, then, and if maybe there's a bystander who's looking at me, will really think that, there is nothing that is linear, there's nothing that is stable. But isn't that what life is anyhow? So that way I feel people like me, I know a lot of you out there will relate with this. People like me who are constantly exploring, constantly growing, bettering themselves, and not being averse to take risks, or they're unafraid, and they're okay being heartbroken over and over again, or uh, failing, in their own definition. They're not scared of it. So naturally, then all these events will keep hitting them, which only actually lead to growth. Am I making sense? It's like if you're exploring a new country today. I know it's not possible today. I think we have all countries, but explored and discovered. But all the original explorers, I mean, they were met with accidents and tidal waves and I don't know. I mean, cyclones or whatever it is, but they didn't give up. And because they didn't give up and weren't scared and overcame the fear with fear, they were fearful, but they overcame it. So they were met with even more adventures, I would like to call them, meaning more and more hurdles, and then they finally did get to the place, no, of where they wanted to. And let's say even if they didn't, they still died doing what they wanted to. That's my point of this video. My point is not that, so a lot of you might say that you're not talking about the people who who lost themselves or whatever. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the journey. I'm talking about the journey. So I think after 3 years of Vipassana, what I am understanding today, and again, this might change after 2 more years, God knows, which is why I keep try and keep making videos. And those of you who are watching only the Vipassana videos will see the change. I am seeing it myself. The change is this, that I'm becoming more myself. I am willing even more to become myself every day. And if that means that I fail every day relentlessly and keep getting my heart broken every day, I am still willing to commit to myself than seeking a perceived happiness in the eyes of Baharwala people, but in my own eyes, I am unhappy. And this, by the way, this understanding of whether I'm feeling happiness or not has come after Vipassana, because it makes you a far more insightful and aware person. That is, there's no denying that at all. Okay, and that everybody who's experienced Vipassana will also agree with me. My point is, so there are two paths. There are 30,000 paths, but as of now, there are two paths that I see in front of me. And one is the usual, and I'm saying this why? Because I am again at a space where there is a laid out path which will lead to perceived success, perceived happiness, perceived wealth, but I don't like that path. And then there's the other one where there'll be continued struggle, and continued failure, continued heartbreak. Yet, just even while speaking about it, I see that I feel so happy that I could be doing it 24/7. Now which path would I choose? So that's what, for me it's easy. I today I'm making the video because I've chosen now, today itself I've made the decision of choosing that path. I don't want to settle. I don't want anything less than what I want to do in one particular moment, which defines the joy or the happiness that I feel, and not by any other standard of the world. You know, this is, I think, what mid 40s do to you. And I think with me, because I'm sure not every 44-year-old has had the experience of Vipassana, right? So I'm saying this is what the practice of Vipassana may have led me to. Maybe that's the person that I am. Maybe my life has got me here, God knows. But I'm kind of now looking back and joining the dots and bringing it to you. And why am I bringing it to you? I think the two reasons are: one, I wanted to share, because that makes me, when you speak out loud, when you write, or you remove thoughts from your mind, whether through painting or through writing or through speaking, you are articulating more in your head, instead of letting the thoughts only keep dancing in your head and you're making some random shit that you also can't kind of decipher, right? So I thought might as well speak about it. And the other reason why I'm sharing is that a lot of you give me a lot of love, and it's been a while that I didn't create a video, and I know that a lot of you resonate with what I'm saying, even though the population is very less. And again, see, that's not what brings me joy of numbers or so many people are following. Trust me, you have to believe me when I say it. You can go and check out my my channel and see how it's not following any pattern. I don't want to follow any pattern. I want to do what I feel like. So so yeah, the little few people that resonate with this, that's enough for me, because that was the purpose. The bigger purpose was to share. The secondary purpose was, if somebody gets benefited, why not? And let's see when I see you next. Bye.